Good evening, everyone. It's Sal, straight for post. How you're doing? And welcome to an episode of Sal Reacts. And tonight, I thought I'd come on. I weren't really going to come on today. I thought I'd leave it for tonight. I thought I'd give myself a little break from all the elements and the noises of the game last night, the England game, of course, and everything that it happened in between that. And now, I just want to say a couple of things in regards to Manchester United, if I may. Manchester United played in a pre-season game tonight versus Rosenborg of Norway, losing the game by 1-0, a team heavily stacked in academy players against a team that is, I believe, 15 games into their season. Now, I understand that there were many Ten Hag, well, a few, I wouldn't say many, but there was a few Ten Hag out personnel last season. And what I had hoped is that many of these Ten Hag out personnel would have changed their tone slightly in regards to the manager, etc. Now, we are in the first game of pre-season, right? If you switch back to the days of Sir Alex Ferguson, even in the treble year, we lost games in pre-season, right? And we lost silly games in pre-season. And pre-season is a time for building fitness and getting the team up to scratch and etc. etc. Now, Manchester United fielded a team mostly of youth players. The performance wasn't great, of course. You're going to expect that. Ten Hag wasn't happy with the performance, but it's the first pre-season game. Many players who have played were not fit, but this is the first game, remember? Rosenborg on their 15th game. There was a couple of stand-up performances, and I think that's what matters, is that when you play these pre-season games, you look for stand-up performances from players. You do. You look for players who do well. You look for young players who are the next to break through. For example, Vitek really took his chance today. And I mean, that's what we should take from this game. We really should have the positives in this game. We really should believe in the positives of this game. Bringing through young players, seeing if they can handle the pressure put into that kind of environment against a team that have 15 games into their season, halfway through their season, and fit and match fit. So my argument would be, right, there's a few good players. Colin, the new player, done really well, and of course some players didn't. And of course this is like a kind of confirmation kind of thing where we have to sell players, of course. And if these players are not up for it and they're not up for even a pre-season friendly, then we have to really consider whether they should be at the club or not. Now, my main argument is the Ten Hag out brigade are waiting for every little piece of crumb that Ten Hag gives to them, you know, like Oliver Twist, begging for a little crumb. Please, sir, can I have some more, sir? Please, sir. That's what they are. These Ten Hag outers are begging for any little thing to have an argument against. Any little thing. As soon as Ten Hag loses that one game, as soon as he does one mistake, they're going to be on his back. And this is the kind of thing I didn't want this season. I didn't want to come on here tonight talking about the game, but I've seen a lot of things, including indirects in the media, Sam Lockhurst, Pratthurst, whatever he's called. I've seen a lot of indirects in the media and a lot of crazy stuff in the media written about this game. Now, you have to switch it around. For example, if Man United won the game, would you care? Not really, right? Not really. It's not our first team. A lot of those players won't play. Some might not be here next season. It's a bit crazy to start putting pressure on the team now because of a pre-season game. It's getting a bit ridiculous now. And my personal opinion would be, if you're not going to support the club, if you're not going to support the manager, if you're not going to support the football team that you supposedly love, then my suggestion would be you follow suit with the LUGH, whatever, Twitter account and go and support the club he supports, which is Real Madrid. Because at the end of the day, yeah, you're just there to prove a point. You're not there because you love the club. You're not there because you want Man United to win. You're there to feed your ego that Man United have lost a pre-season game against Rosenborg in their first pre-season game of the season. It's just pathetic. It beggars belief. I fathom what kind of mentality you have at the moment. You know, I know that you were hurt last season. I know you celebrated too soon last season. I know you were made to look like a right prat that season. All of you were made to look stupid, really. Some big accounts as well. You were posting pictures, prematurely celebrating Ten Hag getting sacked. And now you're looking a bit like a muppet. And now you're trying and getting those crumbs off the table to try and justify you were right last season. You were right. Ten Hag should have been sacked. Oh, said Ten Hag should have been sacked. That's all it's all about for you. Your opinion, your ego. You want to be right when you were proven wrong. It's not my fault you were made to look like prats. Big prats. Mega prats. Right? You celebrated too soon, not me, not the people who back Ten Hag. A lot of my community, a lot of my people on my Twitter support Ten Hag. Now, Ten Hag may foul next season. I'm not saying 100%. It's up to God what happens next season. We don't know what's going to happen next season. What is going to bring. But one thing's for sure. We're going to support the manager from the start. We're going to support the manager until it all goes pear-shaped. And if it is his fault, we will call it out. But we're not going to start attacking the manager and giving the manager no chance to prove himself. You guys are pathetic, honest to God. This is a pre-season friendly against Rosenborg. How long have you supported your club? Do you know anything about pre-season friendlies? Do you know anything about Sir Alex's tenure? Do you know how many pre-season games he lost ridiculously? We've lost against teams like Rochdale and teams like that, you know, in pre-season. It's about time you started picking yourself up and supporting the team you supposedly love, right? I'm not saying this to be an arsehole or whatever you want to call it. I'm not saying this to be out of order to you guys. I'm not dissing you because I feel like, you know, I'm better than you or anything. No, far from that. Far from that. I'm trying to give you advice. I'm trying to say, listen, forget it. We get it wrong sometimes. You got this majorly wrong. Now it's about time you support your club and support Ten Hag, support the boys, and let's see what happens next season, right? Lots of positive noises are happening around the club. Lots of positive noises around Ineos, around transfers. And in Breaking Dawn tomorrow, when I wake up, I will be giving you some more breaking news about Manchester United, which I'm not going to talk about now, but there's so much to be excited about. There's so much to be enthusiastic about in regards to United at the moment, right? Now, I've been in Italy for the last week or so. I flew over here on the 8th. And basically, since I've been here, a lot of people have been saying to me, you know, United are coming back, isn't they? United are going to come back. It's about time you showed those Man City guys, those fraudsters, that United are the real team in Manchester. They've been telling me, and I said, yeah, do you know what? I hope so. I really hope so. I really hope we give them something to really think about next season. But I believe that we will shock the world next season, as I've said so many times over the last couple of weeks. I believe we will shock the world next season. I believe we will challenge for the title under Ten Hag's stewardship. Ten Hag demands more. He even said it in the interview today. He demands more. He wants a better performance. But he's not going to go home and start crying, oh my God, I might as well quit because I lost the pre-season game against Rosenborg. Come on, man. Grow up. Grow the F up. Right? Look after yourself. Go on the treadmill. Do something with yourself. You know, just enjoy yourself. You know, look forward to the season coming. We may surprise a few people. And it's not about me being right and you being wrong. It's about us carrying on and having a clean slate. That's what it's about. It's about us being on the same page and unifying as a fan base. And that's what that's what's important to me. Now, in regards to the game, United lost the game 1-0. It was a very boring first half, but United conceded the goal after the 93rd minute of the game, right? A very makeshift side, of course. We had Hannibal Mejbri in there. Casemiro, of course, looked like he lacked fitness. Was a terrible challenge in the game. Could have broke his leg. Pathetic challenge from the Rosenborg player. It was a tough game in regards to United. A good test for the lads. Good for their fitness. Good for their sharpness. And that's what it's all about at the end of the day. Building fitness, building sharpness, and getting match fit. And that's all I care about at the moment in regards to United, is getting fit, being ready for the new season. This is why I wanted a lot of the transfers in by pre-season, so we can start embedding some of those signings into the team and start thinking of the future, you know? But I'm not going to accept these fans, these so-called Man United fans who splurt their garbage, flapping their gums or their double chins on their fan channels all the time about Man United this, Ten Hag this, they shouldn't be manager here, he shouldn't be manager this, bull fraud this, blah, blah, blah. I'm not on it this season with that rubbish. It's time we stop that crap. That's only going to breed negativity into the season, into the team. That's all it's going to do. And we need to move on for that, guys. We do, as a fan base. The toxicity, the crap that you're spitting. You know, that little army over there who sit on Twitter all day, that little circle over there, Arsenal fans, the bunch of fans over there, that little circle, that their little mothers' meetings that they have in their little circle, messing around with Marvel pictures and putting them changing the head on Marvel pictures and that, and then making Twitter accounts to make themselves look like they have a personality. Guys, I don't know about you. I don't know what to think about it. You know, I don't know what to think about. We had good morning, good evening, Collins. How you doing, my friend? We are disappointed with the club. Even our list of players we are pushing to sign like the Lit and a lot of injuries, adding old men John Evans' contract instead of Branthwaite and Joe Neves. Look, mate, we are 1 day into the pre-season. 1 day. Give it a chance. I didn't want Ineos in charge. I said that openly. Everyone knows my stance. I wanted a full sale. I wanted the deck got cleared. And I wanted Glazers out, as most of us did. But we didn't get our wish, unfortunately. So what we have to do is we have to back Ineos and back the manager. I hope, Collins, you back the manager. I hope. This is a pre-season game full of youth players, full of young players who've never played, right? You've got players like Harry Ames, you know, who done really well, like when he came on. But I was a little bit disappointed in his overall game. But I'm very impressed with him overall in his pre-season game last season. So if he comes into the team, I really want him to do well because we need a left back. Hello, what's going on, Mick, and all the guys down there at MUFC Realist TV? Don't forget to subscribe to MUFC Realist TV. Great channel. Good people. Colder, Radak, masks, weather looks sharp. Yeah. Wheatley, I think you mean. Yeah, they all look sharp. Of course, Wheatley played last season and they're, of course, impressed. And I'm really excited about the young players coming through. And if we can implement those young players with the older players and the new signings, it looks like exciting times for United. But what is important and what is important for United and as a family is that United have to stop this obsession with being right, obsession with ego, obsession with I didn't want the manager to stay, so I'm going to wait until he loses a game, and then when he loses a game, even if it is a mothersmeeting.com FC sponsored by Mothercare Friendly, I'm going to attack the manager and I'm going to say Ten Hag out. That's what I'm going to say. That's what they're like. Pathetic individuals, madness, craziness, stupidness, some may say. I just think that it's getting beyond the joke now, right? I know he upset your boy Sancho. I know he's upset your little friend over there who Dortmund didn't want to pay the money for. I know that there's certain things about Man United and certain players that they're not playing your favorite player, etc. I know that. I'm not interested in it. I'm interested in supporting the club. I'm interested in Ten Hag having a great season next season. I'm interested in this pre-season, and I'm interested in the transfers that come through the door this season. That's what I'm interested in. I'm interested in Fulham for the first game of the season. Fulham in August, first game of the season, Old Trafford. That's what I'm interested in. I'm not interested in the pre-season. Of course, I would like to see an element of style of play later on in the pre-season when we've got some players back and we're on a tour and we start doing a bit of tiki-taka. Let's not forget, we beat Arsenal in pre-season last season. We beat Arsenal and outplayed them last season. Who remembers that? Do you remember that? Do you remember that? Because I do. And what happened last season? Did we do better than Arsenal? No. Pre-season is not set in stone. It's not the gospel, right? So listen, football is multi-layered and it's more complicated for some, right? but it's simple for us. We understand it better than others, right? And some people, it's not so much that they don't watch the game or they don't study the game. It's the fact that they worship their ego more than their football team. And this needs to stop. And this mentality needs to stop. And this whole narrative that, you know, I'm wrong and I want to prove you right needs to stop. We're not children, you know. This is not life and death. This is football. We support the team. We need positive energy for the team. And that's exactly what I've been pointing at for over a year now with the Ten Hag team. Yeah, we back Ten Hag. Ten Hag in. He's staying for 2 years. So I think you better live with it. And I think you better do what you're supposed to do and support your club, mate. Right? Support it. Believe in the project. Get that positive energy out. Put the burger down. Get that positive energy out. Stop. Be better. Support the team you're supposedly love. And just try your best to support the manager if you can. If you can. That'd be nice. Be nice for all of us, wouldn't it? If we can all get along, wouldn't it? Now, guys, don't forget I'm back tomorrow with Breaking Dawn. Early in the morning, break of dawning, basically 8 o'clock my time in Italy, 7 o'clock in the UK. I will be back with the latest news about Manchester United and whatnot. All the latest goings on, shenanigans in regards to Manchester United transfer news around the club, news from other clubs as well, international news, etc., etc., etc. It's been a long 24 hours. Of course, England are out of the European Championships. I had my rant yesterday. Of course, very upset by Gareth Southgate. Murmurs are starting to appear out of the camp in regards to Southgate, which is not surprising because at the end of the day, these are really good players, great players, who are being wasted by Southgate in the international field. Now, let's forget about that for now. The World Cup ain't for 2 years. There's a lot can happen in 2 years, of course. And hopefully, God willing, we will be up there next season and we will be challenging and we all can unify and we can have one goal because that's what it's about. Just that one goal. We all want the same thing. We dream the same dream. We sit on the same boat at the same going to the same direction. That's what it's all about, right? It's the first day of pre-season. Calm your tits. Get on with it. Do you know what I mean? Just stop moaning and support your football team. Guys, please don't forget to subscribe. I beg you. I beg you. The post, tutto bene. Please, could you subscribe to the channel and could you smash a like on the video? Perhaps clip the video, send it to all the people you think it's about. I don't care. I'm not here to be Mother Teresa. I'm not here to sugarcoat things. I'm not Willy Wonka. I'm here to speak the truth. I'm here to say names if you want me to say names. Some of these guys have been on my channel, you know, and I don't care. We want what's best for the club. And what's best for the club starts with the fans. And the fans need to get behind the project. If not, you know where it is. Go to your favorite place. Go to wherever you want to go. Go to the restaurant, you know, go to Maccadee's, wherever you want to go. Do what you want to do. Do what you do every day. Do it. Do it, as Ben Stiller once said. Do it. We're not here to be sweet and nice and cuddly toys, etc. We're not here to create little circles of little miserable little gits on their Twitter and their fan channels talking about other fan channels who are more successful than them. We're not here. And before you talk about my channel, I retired in Abu Dhabi, guys. You know, I'm here to talk about my club because I love my club. That's all I'm here for. I'm here for this community. That's all I'm here for. I'm here for the people that want Man United to do well. We have different opinions. We're not all the same, of course. We're not all the same, you know. But, you know, we have different opinions and we just learn to live with it. And we learn to negotiate. We learn to compromise. We're all atoms of energy, intricate little pieces of energy. That's all we are. We have opinions, you know. We're not talking heads like some people. Some people are just talking heads. Some people are just run by their ego. And that's it. You know, and they want to be right all the time. Listen, if I was right all the time, right, do you think, right, I would not be on a yacht right now in the middle of the Mediterranean. I get things wrong too. We all do. I can admit my mistakes when I'm wrong. There's many times in my life I've been wrong about Manchester United. I used to go on the Manchester United website, the forum. Do you remember the forum before we had Twitter, before we had all these websites and social media that we could talk about the club? I remember I used to go on there and I used to go, after the game, I used to go there and I used to be like, oh, I don't like that Darren Fletcher, he's rubbish and blah, 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 blah. And I used to do that. I did. It used to be me, right? And I used to create these little forums. I was banned twice from the Man United website. Scandalous, isn't it? Scandalous. And you know, I was wrong because Darren Fletcher turned out to be a very good player, you know? Big up, Shabazz, my friend. How you doing? How are things where you are? Hope you're well. Yeah, so I've made mistakes in regards to opinions, but you evolve and you learn. You evolve and learn because life is not written for us. We do not have an instruction manual in front of us when we are born. We do not know what is going to happen in the future. And I hope upon hope that some of the Ten Hag outers can learn as well, can mature, can get better, can support the team they supposedly love. And that's the most important thing for me, is that you're okay. And your mental being wasn't hurt by you being wrong last season and made it look really, really ridiculous. I really hope it hasn't hurt you that bad. I really do. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. Please don't forget to smash a like and subscribe to the channel. You guys are absolute legends. Love you all. Take it easy. Remember, glory, glory, Man United. It's the only way is up. Peace.